Season 6 rolls on, and in Zero Gravity, there are lots of fun events coming up. This weekend, aboard the Concha del Mar, if you want double XP, the Wreck is the place to be. And in the city, it's the Chips Ahoy Weekend Bonus, where you'll have a shot at winning 1 million VC. Next week,
the Lakers coming through the tunnel with swagger. This looks like a team that's all set to go to work here at home. There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, we'll be hearing from shortly. And a quick look at how the Suns' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron James is tied for the third most MVP awards of all time. He's also tied for the most second-place finishes. Frank Vogel said it's a mistake to go season after season without voting the best player in the league as MVP. LeBron says, I should have more than 4, but I don't cry about it. I bet a lot of the greats feel the same. Kevin?
They probably do, and we certainly know how LeBron feels. David, thank you. Greg, for teams that are slow out of the gate, their fans can really be impatient and unforgiving.
Yeah, the media too. I mean, I played New York, so in that town you go big or you get talked about. And it happens in small towns as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is at the center with Johnson next to him. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And for Los Angeles, Russell Westbrook out there with Avery Bradley. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Anthony in at the 4 slot. Now, here's Bridges. No good from Booker. James against Bridges. Pass to Bradley. He kicks it to Westbrook. James outside. Here he goes. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A signature move for LeBron. His power and explosion has not diminished.
Here's Paul. Bridges outside. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
James, the pass to Bradley. James looking around. Pass to Westbrook. Rebound by the Suns. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
Yeah, an interesting history between these two. I mean, last year they were swept by this club in the regular season, but rebounded to take them down in the playoffs.
Now here's Booker following the miss by Russell Westbrook. No good from Booker.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Anthony dishes to James. Westbrook passes to Carmelo. Davis, that's for 2. That one off the back iron and out.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now here's Paul. And he really played well against Denver. Bridges outside. Back to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Westbrook. Suns keep it alive. They shoot again. No good on that one. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. LeBron kicks to Westbrook. Outside Bradley. Outside Davis. over Johnson. And it's Davis missing. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 1. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, and I think the perimeter game is what helped them in that one. Consistent from out beyond the arc.
We talk a lot about and we saw why. You want to avoid empty possessions.
Now here's Anthony. Following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. And the shot goes in.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And last year, Carmelo Anthony climbed into the top 10 all-time in scoring.
Well, I mean, he's a surefire Hall of Famer. And he may never get that NBA title, but you factor in college and international play, and there's no doubt he'll be in Springfield. Here to check out Chris Paul, coming off a terrific season. First in free throw percentage, third in assists, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And as you said, the league's best free throw shooter last season. What a tremendous asset, especially in clutch situations. And Davis sends it back.
The combination of agility and reach makes AD a lethal defender, capable of sending shots back from anywhere.
Johnson with it. He's picked up by James. Paul against Davis. Paul passes to Bridges for 3. Booker. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Davis with the bucket.
Inside, Anthony Davis is such a hard worker. He won't let anything hold him back from his shot.
Paul against Westbrook. Paul surveying the floor. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis.
The trickery of Paul, he's unpredictable. It is what gets defenders to be overly aggressive.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
First free throw is good.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work, gets the most out of his teammates, and has done that wherever he's played.
And both free throws good from Paul. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation.
Bridges outside. Pass to Booker. Shoots over Bradley. Johnson kicks to Bridges. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Bradley. Another shot. Bank shot. No good.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And the Lakers turn it over again. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams. The Suns third.
Distributing the ball is so important in this game. If you don't move the basketball, your team will ultimately not be successful. Bottom line.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Paul against Westbrook. Bridges. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
I will say I like the aggressiveness, but you hurt your team making poor decisions, and that was one of them.
Westbrook has an exceptional talent for creating for his guys. He sets them up, and boy, they are knocking them down.
Paul passes to Bridges. Back to Paul. From 17 feet out, and Davis pulls it down. Lakers leading by 5. Bradley finds James. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Look, that's in his range, but he had a defender right up in his chest.
A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Phoenix no good that time either.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Anthony trying to get open, and Davis can't get it to go. Suns trail by 5. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Bradley. And Booker kicks to Bridges. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on LeBron James.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
Well, they're having a lot of success from mid-range in the first half. Always nice to have that jumper to fall back on.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And that one falls for Bridges. So for the Suns, JaVale McGee's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Jay Crowder comes in for Johnson. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. Good on both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Westbrook passes to James. Shot from 12. And again, the Lakers no good.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Here's Booker. Kept alive. Kicks to McGee. Crowder, the pass to Payne. On the wing, Bridges. Johnson against Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And once Booker has some momentum, get out of his way, throwing himself towards the rim off the drive.
Now James. 17 points for him last game against Golden State. Knocks down the step back James. And the Lakers lead by 3.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Payne looking around. Booker outside. For Davis. And they get it back. McGee finds Booker. Back to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And finished off by Davis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Payne. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Denver. Got a piece of it. Booker outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Los Angeles with some changes. Dwight Howard's checked in for Davis. And Talen Horton-Tucker subbed in for James. Phoenix also making some changes. Torrey Craig comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Devin Booker.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Craig can't get it to go. And And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And they brought the energy. I thought played well, but both teams really put on a great show. Unfortunately, someone had to lose.
Nothing to hang their heads over. When you have two evenly matched teams on a given night, it's anyone's ball game.
Lakers have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Outside Westbrook. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls. And the Lakers lead by 3. Here's Payne. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Rebounded by Howard. Lakers leading by 3. Here's Horton Tucker. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Westbrook with the bucket.
Absorbing contact so well. I mean, you really got to hit Westbrook if you want to stop him from scoring.
Payne kicks to McGee. And the pass to Shamet. It's good from long range. Shamet's got 5 now.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Westbrook finds Howard. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Howard still has more than enough lift here to finish off plays like that.
Payne passes to McGee. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Lakers take it the other way. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Horton Tucker. Back to Westbrook. Passes it to Howard. 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Payne kicks to Crowder. And it's off from 3-point range. Lakers leading by 4. There's 39 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Horton Tucker. The kick out to Westbrook. Reeves the pass to Westbrook. Second chance effort. Howard trying to free himself up. Right on the bucket. 6 points for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now here's Payne. No points in the game yet for him. The kick out to Crowder. And it's sent back by Howard.
Yeah, and Shoes have to be cautious with Howard around. He has such a long reach that he easily blocks those kinds of shots.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. We've heard Russell Westbrook say his job is to do everything, but he understands that it's also a team effort.
We got to do it together, and I think that's more important than scoring any points or doing anything else is leadership, and that's where I got to find my niche and try to lead the guys.
Great leadership, an area where Westbrook, I think, feels he's growing.
And with his motor, he's always been a culture setter. But bringing your teammates along is also about setting the tone for collaboration.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Suns, we've got Payne. Jay Crowder out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Craig in at the small forward position. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. But Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you. They get it again. So the wing on the left. Shamet kicks to Payne. Back to Shamet. Buries the long-range jumper. Shamet's got 8 points.
From range, Landry Shamet is just a natural. Has total confidence in his own abilities.
Reads the pass to Monk. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Payne. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Los Angeles. Andre Ayton's checked in for Phoenix. Paul comes in for Payne. Now here's Howard. He's coming off a 19-point game against Golden State. Scooped up. He kicks to Anthony. Pass to Horton Tucker. Clock at 6. Second chance shot. And he comes up with the deuce. And Steve, the differences between the regular season and playoff basketball. Break them down for us.
You know, Kevin, it's a higher level of intensity, and execution is a must. It's also hard to prepare for the playoffs until you've experienced it.
Here's Paul, following the bucket by the Lakers. Over Anthony. The shot by Paul, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Howard draws the double, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's the Lakers with it. Just 5 on the clock. Good on the shot. Now it's a 7-point Laker lead.
And Melo's jumper is pure. You feel like it's going in every time he gets a clean look at the rim.
And here is Paul. And Craig has it in the corner. And the Suns miss again. Lakers leading by 7. Down low. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
So it's Phoenix now after the basket by the Lakers. Paul. Horton Tucker with the rebound.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
Suns trail by 9. Paul finds Craig. There's the pass to Crowder. They need this one. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a 3, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say.